Hey, what is going on guys? Mstifye here, back here with another Skate 3 video. This video was recorded at like 4 in the morning, so just keep in mind that I can't really talk too loud. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I'm sure you guys will still enjoy the video. Alrighty, back to your regular scheduled program. I know, I haven't uploaded in like a month again. I guess I've just kind of been focused on the real world lately, trying to get school done and trying to get into college and trying to make money, because making Skate 3 videos in 2019 is not paying for like anything. I do this all for fun. So yeah, I'm sorry if I can't upload that much. I really want to upload. It's just I don't have any ideas and I don't have a lot of time anymore. But I'm never gonna stop. But in this video, I have a really cool idea I wanted to try out on Skate 3 maps. So as some of you guys probably know, tier lists have been going around and it's kind of really popular right now. So people have been making tier lists for almost anything. I've seen iDubbbz make one for like fast food restaurants. I'm like, how cool of an idea would it be if I made a tier list video with Skate 3 maps? So I got on Skate 3 today and I collected all of these screenshots and we're gonna rank them into tiers. Just an FYI, I'm sure you guys know this is all my opinion. I'm not saying that this is right by any means. This is just like what I found the most enjoyable on the game. And you know, don't take it too seriously because it's just for fun anyway. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, we're gonna start off from the top left and we're gonna move our way down. I tried to make these in alphabetical order. This one and this one got out of alphabetical order because I didn't have room, so I had to kind of cram these into the top. So we're gonna go down this list in threes and then we'll make our way back up to these two, which are the ditch and twin pools at the end. So the first map on the menu whenever you play Skate 3 in alphabetical order is the great map Owltown Alley. Now this map is not very played at all. People really don't like it and I don't really blame them. It's not a great map, okay? At the very end, like, if you don't hold your trick, your score won't even count. I'm sure a lot of Skate 3 players loved it, including myself, because it was a different map, like you had to hold your manual. But if we're being real here, it probably was a mess up by EA for, you know, not letting your trick count when literally it's like right down the hill and it's not even that far away. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put this at like C tier, because obviously it's a good map, but there's just so many maps that are better. Alright, moving right along, we got Brooklyn Bank Sash. Now this is a really good map. I'm almost tempted to put this S, but it's just Brooklyn. It's not really anything too special. I feel like it would be wrong if I put it any lower than A+. I think that's pretty okay. A+ for Brooklyn Bank Sash. Alright, next up we have Danny's Pool. Not really that played at all. It's kind of underrated a little bit, but also not the greatest map or not the most enjoyable map in the world. It's got nice vert spots. Oh yeah, also I want to say that all of these map rankings are coming from a person who used to play the game competitively. So if you're watching this video and you're looking for a video of someone ranking the maps in a realistic way, this is not your type of video, so I'm really sorry. If you want to find like the gnarliest or the sickest skate spots in the game, I'm really sorry, but this is just like my personal experience with how I played the game. So with all that being said, I think I'm going to put Danny's Pool down here with Owltown Alley. I think it's kind of a similar tier ranking, Danny's Pool and Owltown Alley. Dry Docks Duel, I think that this is an extremely underrated map. I think it's really awesome, the vert and how like far you jump down into the map, and I think this map takes a lot of skill to pull off and to get a good score on. I would almost say A-, but I'm not sure. We'll have to come back later, but I think I'm going to put that at B for now. Next up is DIY. Not the greatest map in the world. Like I was saying with Owltown Alley, there's a lot of places where your tricks just don't count. And there's just a lot of obstacles and there's stuff in the way everywhere, and it's not the most friendliest map ever. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this at D tier because I do think it's worse than Owltown, and I do think it's worse than Danny's Pool. Next up we have the map Giverfest. Now this is a really good map actually. I really like Giverfest. It's kind of like the same type of map as Brooklyn Bankstash, but I actually think I like Brooklyn a little bit more than this. Like if I wanted to play a map like Giverfest, I would either go to, you know, like Brooklyn, Memorial, Carvatron, Rafa Tran. Any of these maps I would probably rather go to than Giverfest. So just from all of that, I think I'm going to put it at B. Next up, we have Hastings Battle. And I would honestly say that this map is on the same level as Giverfest. If I had to say, I would probably play Giverfest before I would play Hastings Battle, but I do think that they're respectively around the same league. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to also put this one at B. Next up, we have the map Cube Bowl. This map is really fun, and this map has really good accessibility. There's like so many different ways you can play on this map. There's the vert, there's literally the dart catching, and it's just a good map. Like, I think that this map is pretty fun, and I think that it's enjoyed by a large group of people, no matter how you like to play the game. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this at A-. Alright, moving right along, next up we have the map Magic Rails. And just like I was saying with Cube Bowl, it's literally the same case here. You can go vert, you can go dart catching, you can literally play however you like. And it's just a nice map. Like, it's really fun to play, and back when I used to play Skate 3 a lot, I loved this map. So just from all of that, I definitely think Magic Rails deserves an A+, because I would say it's in the top 5 or top 10 for the most played maps on the game. I think A+ is pretty okay for Magic Rails. And next up, we have the one that you've all been waiting for, Mega Park. And honestly, whenever I thought about making this video, I'm like, what would Mega Park be? Would it be S tier, obviously, because how amazing it is? Or would it be like in the lower tiers because how overplayed it is? But after thinking about it, I think it's probably the most unique map in Skate 3. Like, all of the other maps are either flat or they're just kind of boring and lackluster compared to Mega Park, and I feel like Skate 3 would be a better game with that same creativity that the developers had in mind whenever they created Mega Park. It's just very unique and kind of in its own lane, so I think that it definitely deserves the S tier. Next up on our list is going to be Memorial Drop, and this is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, dart catching map in the game. I just really like how it's downhill, and it's just, I don't know, just really fun to play. It's just one of those maps where you're like, man, I really want to go play Memorial Drop right now. See, you know, like how I was talking about how maps like needed to be unique in this game, and I feel like this map is more unique than most maps because I love just bombing down the hill while dart catching and getting just tons of speed. And I think it's probably, you know, one of my favorite maps in the entire game. And just for that, I honestly feel like I have to put it right up here with Mega Park in the S tier. Okay, next up is Moneybanks, a DLC map. Not one of the greatest maps in the game. It's very overlooked by, you know, a lot of players. And, you know, very underrated. It is pretty fun, but it's not one of the best. Just for that, I think I have to put it in the C tier. Yeah, Moneybanks, definitely not one of my favorites. After Moneybanks, we got Naval Assault. Now, Naval Assault is a really fun map. It's in the same league as Brooklyn, and I've had a lot of memories on Naval Assault, and definitely holds a place in my heart. I would honestly put it in A+, but I really don't feel like it's on the same level as Brooklyn and Magic Rails, and feel like it kind of belongs in the A-, mostly because I feel like I would rather play Brooklyn than Naval, and I would rather play Magic Rails than Naval. Naval's just kind of bland and kind of a little bit boring, but also good at the same time. So I feel like it belongs in A- tier. Moving right along, we got Rafa Tran, one of the best maps in the entire game in my opinion. This might be a little biased, I just love bowls, and I like curving around the bowls, and the curvature because of the roundness of the pool and the flatness. It's just mwah. And it's just a long map. Definitely just an awesome map all around, and I honestly feel like it definitely belongs in the S tier, right up there with Memorial Drop and Mega Park. Some of y'all might disagree on this, but I don't know, I just love Rafa Tran, man. Like, it was a fun map. Just something about it just made me want to play it all the time, and I guess that's why I had to rank it so high. Next up, we got Rosalita Park. Not one of the best maps, not one of the worst maps. A map that's definitely a little bit on the shorter side. I've had a lot of good memories on this map. I remember trying to hit 18 and 19, but compared to all of the other maps, it's nothing really special at all. I would kind of say it's in the same range as Moneybanks. Those two maps are very similar to each other, so I honestly feel like I would rather play Moneybanks than Rosalita Park, so I might actually have to put this at D tier. Up next, we have Sherwin Pool. This is one of the maps that I had the world record on with 24K. I love Sherwin Pool because I could just trick around the corners of the bowl and just get so many extra tricks in, because it seems like some people were just scared to trick on the pool. But if you just trick on the corners, man, you just save so much time and you can get so many extra points. But if I'm being honest and non-biased, it's not like an extremely great map, so I think I'm gonna have to put it at the C tier. Next up, we got Slappy's Car Lot. Not one that really sticks out too much, and not really one that I love too much. It's a fun map, don't get me wrong. Very similar to Rosalita Park, very similar to Moneybanks, so I think I'm going to put that at D. Next up, we got Streets of Arafa. Amazing map. It's kind of like Rafa Tran. It's in the same area, but it's more on the other side of Rafa Tran where everything's flattened out, where Rafa Tran is more of like a bowl slash flat hybrid. This is like the completely flat version of Rafa Tran. So I think I'm going to put this at B tier because I really do love Streets of Arafa, but it's not like one of the best, if you know what I mean. Up next, we got the map The Butt, which was an awesome pool map, like I was saying, like Sherwin Pool. So I think that deserves to be right next to Sherwin Pool in the C tier. Alright, Carvatron. So I feel like Carvatron is on the same level as Naval Assault, so I think it deserves to be in the A- tier. Alrighty, the Dark Box. I used to love this map because I used to always pick it in 1v1s and no one ever knew how to play it. The Dark Box is a really weird map. Like, some places on the map your score will just not count, and some places it will. And it's more of like a map where you have to have a lot of knowledge to be good at it. And I used to play this map all the time, and I was extremely good at it, and I used to always pick it in 1v1s because most people never knew how to play it, and it was really, really awesome actually. But this is just from my standpoint. If I look at it in a non-biased perspective, it's kind of a garbage map. It's not really that good at all, and you know, the majority of people probably hate it. And you know, a lot of the functionalities like your tricks counting don't even work on the map. So sadly, I think it's a D tier map. Alrighty, we're down to the last two. We got the Ditch and Twin Pools left. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say the Ditch S tier, no question. One of the funnest maps in the game, if not the best, honestly. Like, it might even be better than Mega Park. Me and Cinematic used to sit on this map like 24/7 because it had some of the elements of Mega Park, you know, the uniqueness, the creativity in the map design, launching off of the walls onto the other thing to land on the other thing and just bombing down the hills and just airing off of the jumps and trying to get as much height and as much speed as possible. It was just an experience unlike, you know, 99% of the maps you see on the screen. The only one that can really compare is Mega Park. There was just something magical about the Ditch. And if you played it, you definitely know where I'm coming from. Alrighty, and the last map is Twin Pools, which is actually a breath of fresh air because most of these session maps is just hardcore dart catching, trick after trick, and Twin Pools honestly kinda requires you to go all vert. Pumping up and down the side of the walls doing tail walks was just so amazing, and honestly, I would probably put Twin Pools in the B tier. And there we have it, guys. There's my tier list. I'm not sure how I did. I know this probably isn't 100% accurate, but like I said, it's my opinion. Be sure to share your guys' opinion down below. And if we can get 100 likes on this video, I'll do a tier list just like this with ghost revert maps. Because I didn't have enough room to make all the maps in the game, I left out all of the ghost revert and the manual maps. But if you guys would like me to cover that, 100 likes and I will do that. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe so you can be notified when I do upload, and I will be uploading. So I'm sorry if it takes just a little long sometimes, but I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys are doing great in your life, no matter what you're doing right now. And as always, have a great day, guys. Bye.